You're listening to a replay of the Wendy and Frank Show.
And welcome back. It's the Wendy and Frank Show on the Big 550 KTRS. UMSL is our 11 o'clock sponsor, and fittingly, we have two terrific guests from the University of Missouri in St. Louis, Dr. Channon Peoples and Taelor Duncan. And it's an incredible program that I don't think that the general population knows about, but we're going to inform you about it right now. Dr. Peoples, first of all, welcome to the program. How are you today?
I am great. Thank you for having us.
So you have a program at UMSL that every parent should be interested in.
Yes.
You are trying to get kids ready for college, to improve their skills, to improve their test scores, to maybe get a scholarship. Yes. Tell our listening audience a little bit about it.
Absolutely. We are entering our 39th year at the UMSL Bridge program. I've been around for 23 of those years, and what we do, we are a one-stop shop for parents who are trying to prepare their students for the college-going experience. And so we provide hands-on experiences for them in the classroom around math and science, around writing and dialogue strategies, because those are things that they are doing in their high school curricula. So we want to make sure that we are building on that foundation, but also challenging them to the college way of thinking, helping them to gain those experiences through project-based learning. And then we also do career and personal development, because I know when I was coming through high school, which was a long time ago, no one set me down to help me understand a plan. Maybe you developed a career plan by watching television, by looking at what your family members had done, but I didn't understand what it was meant to do that based on my strengths, based on my interests, based on what was in my value system. And so those are things that we sit down to do with our students to help them understand what you need to be doing now. We really start at middle school, but helping them to establish career plans and then connecting that with a college plan that's going to be the best suited interest for them. And so we do that in a multitude of our programs. We finished our summer academy. And then we are working into our Saturday Academy, which is what we're here to talk about today. It's our 39th Saturday Academy.
It's amazing.
It really is, to be able to do this for this length of time on the UMSL campus, to bring students, because as we know, early campus exposure is what really helps students. It demystifies the mindset that college is not for me. And so what we're helping students to see is that college is possible through the UMSL Bridge program. And so it's going to start on October 5th. And so we're looking forward to welcome 400 St. Louis area 9th through 12th grade students.
And Taelor, you are someone who's most familiar with this program. How did the Bridge program impact your love of learning, your curiosity about your own education?
Thank you. Yes. My love through learning definitely came when I was entering into the Bridge program. I have 6 different sessions under my belt. And as I entered into my freshman year of high school, being able to be on a college campus definitely opened my eyes up to what the world of possibilities were out there. I always wanted to work with youth in some capacity. I wanted to be a nurse at one point in time, but I did learn that college is a journey. You will have ups and downs and challenges. So I definitely changed my major with the help of being in the program, learning that just because I have one route doesn't always mean that's going to be the route for me. So being in the college and career classes opened my eyes to different possibilities. Now I am pursuing my degree in social work, so I'm still working with youth in that capacity, but it definitely opened up my eyes to know that education is key. It gets you further in life. So just being able to be a part of this wonderful program opened my eyes up to wanting to expand that. Now I'm pursuing another degree.
And everybody tells young people that education is key. Mm-hmm. They actually are handing you the keys,
yes,
right, to make it accessible and a reality.
Exactly.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dr. Peoples, this is really hardcore, though. This is not a day at the park where you're having snacks every hour.
Juice boxes and orange slices.
Give us an idea, because look, I'm sure every parent is thinking, this is awesome. I want to get my kid ready for college, maybe get a scholarship, improve ACT scores. But this is serious business. Tell me about how regimented this thing is.
You do have to be committed, and it's a commitment from not only the students but the parents. You have to get them up to get them there, because not only are there sessions for the students, we have a parent academy on the first Saturdays of the month, October through February. We have parent sessions from 7:45 to noon, because even though we like to think that we know it all, things change from year to year, and we want to make sure that our parents have the resources that we need, not just about, what I call the basics, admissions, financial aid, scholarships, but healthy communication. How do we blend families? How do we recognize stress? And how do we mitigate those things with our students? How do we partner with our school districts? So those are some of the things that we're doing with our parents, which is hard work, helping to debunk some of those things that we thought we knew. But with our students, it is academic enrichment. It is helping to deprogram some of those things that have told us that we can't do those things, that we don't belong here, or that maybe that college is only for this group of students. It's helping them to uncover resources and learning how to use those things and advocate for themselves. So they are getting up on those Saturday mornings, and they have to be here ready to go at 7:45 a.m., committed to the learning process. And while we don't have a whole lot of homework, because we want them to be engaged and really committed to their schoolwork, but we do have some things that require them to take home, for them to be ready to go from week to week when they come to the Bridge program. We provide free ACT preparation for our students, because while some schools have done test optional, we realize that it's still an important part of the college going process. Scholarship resources, one-on-one college planning. So we really do endeavor to be a well-rounded one-stop shop for our parents and our students. But they do have to come ready to go. And as you said, it's not a summer camp for our students.
When they come and when you talk to the parents and the educators who are involved with these kids after their time, are there other ways that they are enriched that maybe you never even thought about when you were putting the Bridge program together?
Absolutely. They establish mentoring and networking. They meet people that they would have never met. We have students that talk about all the time the students that they have met that have become friends, lifelong partners. We have students that come back and that are now married and that have become mentors of the program, of other students that now come back and teach for us, that are allies of the program. It is just fascinating. Now, like I said, I've been there for 23 years, so I've been able to see several iterations of students who have made their dreams a reality, and to know that we have had just a small part of that, whether they did the Bridge program for 1 year or whether they did it through middle school, through high school. It is truly a blessing to be able to watch students create a plan, execute that plan, and be living lives that we could have only dreamed of. So I find it an extreme privilege to be able to do what I do every day.
So, Taylor, you started this as a freshman when you were at Pattonville.
Yes.
By the way, there's too many Pattonville grads in this studio, okay?
That's right.
Yes. We are really outnumbered.
Oh, that Pattonville pride.
Yes.
All right, so now I don't know what kind of student you were then, but did you see like a direct result? Maybe you were a B- student as a freshman, or maybe your test scores weren't that great, and you just kept getting better and better as you got older and older?
For sure. Sorry, Mom, what I'm about to say, but I definitely was not a studious person when I was in high school, up until I actually maybe my sophomore year, once I was actually affiliated with the program for 2 years. Definitely seeing how the program basically built on what I was already learning in the classroom. So it was an extra layer of support to kind of go through school Monday through Friday, and then on that Saturday also learning a little bit of what I was already learning in the classroom. And then as I progressed into my junior year, we were able to take the practice ACT. My scores did jump about 3 or 4 points. So definitely as I progressed in my high school career, I definitely can say the Bridge program definitely helped me, because I was like, I'm just going to fly through school, C's, get degrees. So, but I had to learn that the higher your GPA, the better it is to get into the college of my choice, which I did. So I can definitely say the Bridge program definitely opened my eyes up more in educational reasons to kind of pursue a higher nursing degree, but then also entering into the college that I wanted to and being accepted, and then going to college a semester early. So the program definitely opened my eyes up to want more for myself. My twin sister was also in the program, so we love going there. The first year was like, oh, it was a drag to get out of the bed, but just knowing that I was setting myself up for success, getting up that early on a Saturday morning to go to an educational program after I just got out of school was very much an eye-opener to be like, oh yeah, I definitely want to do better for myself and to, make my mom and dad proud. So the more I did the program, the more I saw that this really is important and I can get further in life. Opened up many doors. So, yes.
Yeah. So we've gotten a lot of text here. This program sounds fantastic. More information, please. So a lot of parents listening right now, how do they go about getting their sons and daughters involved?
Yes, we would love for you to send your students to us. If you're interested, go to bridge.umsl.edu. You can find all of the information that you need there, or you can call us at 314-516-5196, and we would be happy to answer all of your questions. Again, it's bridge.umsl.edu, or you can call us at 314-516-5196, and we would be happy. It's an application process where we take your information. You have to upload your transcript. If your student has a 2.5 GPA or higher, we would love to have them, and we would get a letter of recommendation for them. So we are looking for those students that have good character, good citizenship, and that are ready to do the work.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Yes.
Everything that we do is free. So we would love to have your students. And I want to say this, 100% of our students that come through our program through their senior year have achieved post-secondary success. And so we are looking for those students to join that legacy of students that have made their dreams of post-secondary a reality.
It's interesting because if you combine the degree totals of Connor, Wendy, and myself, we're still tied with you.
Oh.
We have 3, and you have 3 yourself. That is
you all
pretty
are not
impressive.
doing so bad. What we say is, you have to find the journey that's right for you. And that's what we're helping our students to do, find what's right for them.
And Taylor's going to get number 2 pretty soon.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you so much for coming in. It's an
Thank you for
unbelievable
having
program,
us.
the UMSL Bridge program.
Thank you.
We're so proud to partner with you. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you so much for having us.